Arvin from Malaysia writes a question. His question is, how do we maintain the balance or hold what we create and attain as a result of mastery, be it finance, relationship, or any other facets of our lives?
I tell you this thing, it was a beautiful question, one answer, simple answer. Live in celebration. You see, whenever you fulfill your responsibility, and it's a celebration. If a mother looks after a child, it's her responsibility. And if she knows how to celebrate performing her responsibility, somehow everything comes right. In the East, there is a tradition, when we plant anything, we celebrate. One festival. When it's growing, we have another festival. Then we have the harvest festival. Then we have after harvest festival. We can't stop celebrating. You know what? One of the meanings behind it is we celebrate and say thanks to existence for fulfilling our responsibility. It is not its responsibility, but we have taken it as ours. Arvin has asked how to create a balance. Don't try to create a balance, just celebrate. The celebration is the balancing point. I think Arvin's question is how to maintain balance.
How to hold. How to maintain and hold what we create.
How to maintain?
How to maintain and hold what we create.
Celebrate. I have the same answer for all questions. No, celebrate. It's like this, If you're a father, it's a tough job. If you're a mother, tougher job. If you're a wife, tough job. If you're a husband, impossible job. How do you go through it? Celebrate. Celebration is that which maintains the balance. It's like this. I give you this. Do you take great pride and celebration in you taking care of yourself, in you doing what you're supposed to do? Do you take great pride and care in celebrating that which you need to do for another? The moment you learn the art of living in responsibility, you have learned the art to live in celebration. Then life has a different magic to it. But we celebrate laziness. We celebrate silly things. We celebrate going to goddamn some island, sitting somewhere doing absolutely nothing without purpose and thinking, oh, I'm living it out. No. You're rotting it out. I'm not saying don't go. Go. Once in a while, rest. It's not a problem. But we value wrong things. Thus, our whole system has gone into trouble. Then we start looking for shortcuts. Just celebrate your responsibility.
Talking about responsibilities, majority of people have equated responsibility to pain.
Well done.
What's your take on this? I mean, how do we move on from there?
This is what has to change. This is parenting. You see, if they watch the parent fulfilling their responsibility in great celebration, you will enjoy. It's like people raising children. For some people it's a great joy, for some people it's a great pain. The one who knows how to celebrate, it's a joy. The one who thinks escaping is joy, then raising it will be pain. What is life made out of? Isn't it creating, participating? Understand the essence of life. Life is we come together, fulfilling our responsibility, helping each other, being together, creating, and dissolving in that creation. Never even having an idea, this is mine and that is yours, but that's too idealistic. But I'm inviting you, very nice talk today in this sense. The Creator is the one who is creating within celebration. The rest just wants to escape their responsibility. Now you ask about money, I tell you this, I am not a multi-millionaire. But this faith I have, I will always have enough to do what I need to do, because I don't do anything just for money. I do because it's a creation need to be done. And my faith is, when I give myself to creation, creation will look after what I need to do too. So I'm talking from another context. I am not an afraid person. A lot of people think, what will happen when you grow old? I give you a secret, we die. Don't tell people. People think if they have a lot of money at old, they won't die. No, they'll give it to the private hospital and die. What happens if you are alone? Then you are alone. These are people who are scared. I want to keep money. No. When you are ready to do what it takes to fulfill your responsibility, and you live in such deep celebration, you live in great courage, and this faith I give you, what you need will be provided. It is like this, one beautiful statement I've read. God created thirst. God created water before He created thirst. And I think everything is provided. And why is the imbalance? The wrong understanding. Now, if you wake tomorrow morning and you said, okay, I have a day to do my responsibility. I'm going to celebrate doing my responsibility without complaint. I'm not going to carry idea of rest and all this silly notion. I'm going to enjoy. God gave me a child. Why? So I can celebrate it. It's my point of celebration. He gave you a job to go to. It's a point of your celebration. I'm telling you, you live in magic. You will never have to worry about money ever again. You see, a lot of people worry about money. A lot of people have money problem. All this problem is they miss this note. And we are so scared what will happen to us in the end. The same thing that has happened to everybody else in the end. You stop breathing. Blood pressure goes. You turn blue. And that's it. What else can happen? And once you are dead, don't worry. You will start stinking. Other people have to bury you. So it's their responsibility now. You are gone. But this much you must think about. Have I fulfilled my responsibility this way? In fulfilling my responsibility, I have lived. In that living, I have lived in dignity. And have I done this in celebration? We will turn this world into a paradise overnight.
I think one more question before we go for a break. One of the insights that came in, questions that came in, requires your insight. They say that being an entrepreneur versus being an employee, how does that fit into financial mastery?
It's like this. If you're an entrepreneur, you own the company. If you're an employee, you work in the company. It's like this. I own the car, you have the right to drive it. And usually the guy who has the right to drive the car that he doesn't own enjoys the car more than the guy who owns the car. You understand?
Yeah.
It's my car, I let you drive it, you break it, I have to fix it. So I think employees have a better time than the employers. I don't see the difference. It's okay if you own the company. If not, you come in and become part of the company.
Yeah.
I have no problem. But the trouble is this, why the whole world is the way it is? Because everybody has that motive of trying to earn without doing the responsibility. That's all kinds of management system. If somebody comes to work for me, or somebody comes to work with me, he can have my company. Somebody comes just to work for me, then I have to look after so many things.
Yeah.
It's like this, the guy who owns the company holds the bigger responsibility. He even takes responsibility for the employees. Thus, he most probably is rewarded more because he needs that much more to look after it.
Right.
A boss probably needs to make 100,000 a month to pay his staff. The staff only has to make $4,000. So I can't see the difference. If you work somewhere, make it your company. It's yours. Work that way. If you own a company, allow others to own it too. Dissolve this idea, it's mine, it is yours. It is ours. Only then it will work. Like I and my wife were traveling in an airline, I think in Canada, is it? In that airline, they make everybody own a piece of the company. So everybody feels like it's their airline, and that was the first class service we have ever had. They were not traveling as employees. They were traveling as co-owners. The waitress, the pilots, they were joking. It was fun. It is a flight. I've taken many, many flights. It's a flight I remember. But in a world where money is the only thing we put value, then all kinds of distinction happen, and employees do get abused, employers do get abused, and then we have to make all kinds of management method to safeguard. But for me, at least for the questioner, don't make a distinction. Show up, make it your company, work at it as though it's yours, and you see the magic that happens. All real bosses, real company owners are looking for people like that. You may be the greatest talented person, but if you're not part of the team, if you're not with me, there's very little value. If you're a thief, very little value. So for me, my idea of owning a company is this way. Come, work for me, learn to work with me, be part of me. If you want, eventually take over the company. Give me a small share, I'll be more than happy.
Okay, thank you, sir.